Eli Yastrib's log. Something is finally going our way. Repairs to the Argo have allowed us to field 5 mechs instead of 4, and we've been able to bring online a Kit Fox in the A configuration due to our continued operations against Clan Wolf. This configuration of Kit Fox fields Gauss rifle and an ER medium laser, sporting roughly 90 damage in its alpha strike, and the Gauss rifle is an excellent long-range sniping tool. So, we are here today to destroy a Clan Wolf target and his supporting forces. Let's get on the move. Jenner 2C is probably going to lead the way, sort of same as normal, and I don't like the visibility here. But it looks like our target's on one side and his reinforcements are on the other, so we're going to go ahead and, wow, that's close to the end of the map. We're going to go ahead and get a move on, try and flank him on the left then, I suppose. Contact, not too surprising. The mech is 50 tons, so I would like to get that salvage if at all possible. Let's get the Whitworth going here. I do want to have him somewhere not too far up, because the limited mobility there means we will need him in a decent position in order to, well, counteract the enemy reinforcements without too much trouble. The Kit Fox's mobility could be better than it is, but honestly I have no complaints there. Let's get him on the high ground and far away, as much high ground as we can get. I would really love to be able to run up this hill, but such things, I guess, are beyond the capabilities of our mechs. Such is life. Alright, the enemy, no, okay, this is the reinforcements. 20 tonner coming out of the smoke there. Really just horrible visibility on this. 2 20 tonners? Alright, that could be something like a locust or thing like that. That's a Hunchback 2C, son of a bitch, okay. Man, I'm sorry, the reaction to those autocannons firing in is just visceral sometimes. Looks like one of the double Ultra AC-20. Okay, one of them is offline. That's about the only saving grace we had, because around 100 damage pile drivered right into the center torso of our Cicada 2A. One shot, all of that damage. It's kind of impressive. Alright, well, let's get... should I move up? No unobstructed shot here. Okay, this is a new pilot, by the way, Commando. We picked him up on this planet, and he said he'll be loyal. We'll have to see if it really works out, but let's go ahead and fire just the ER medium laser in order to show off those pilot skills. We do get breaching shot, not too vital here because he didn't have any damage reduction on that mech, but it is good for ensuring that we get a consistent amount out per shot. Jenner 2C, so we could go around him, but I'm not getting... Okay, so we have a rear arc shot there, but only there. Instead, we could pile into that left side. I'm thinking that might be a little bit better, so let's go up this way, get the small lasers online, that SRM-4, see if we can rip ourselves off the side torso. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Confirmed kill. We're not out of the woods yet. 4 salvageable parts is very nice, and that might include the Ultra AC-20. But I'd kind of like to engage this other lance, particularly because the evac zone is all the way over there, and we're basically not going to get to it without engaging the other lance. So, why fight it, honestly? That just seems like how it's meant to be. Let's get up here with our other 2C, and okay, now we have some visibility. Fire moths, there's an Eponus pursuit tank, and 2 more vehicles down the hill, but no battle armor, which is nice, because battle armor in this game is an absolute bear. So, let's see, best accuracy, pretty bad accuracy, to be honest. But we got a right leg killed. That should allow us to get some long-range missile fire in without too much trouble. Knockdown, lost evasive, all that. Very nice. Unfortunately, no bleed out, but we can't have everything go our way at once, so I'll have to be content with that. Whitworth coming up. Now I kind of wish I'd moved him over to intercept to begin with, but lessons learned. And let's shoot in. We might be able to rip off the other... just a moment. We might be able to rip off the other torso there. Looks like that fire moth is still alive. Let's see what we can get. Okay, Cicada needs to be protected because if we lose the CT on this thing, we lose the entire mech. And that means protected from both long and short range fire. It's going to take some doing. But at least if we move them, we get guarded and entrenched, which is decent. Okay, we can survive that incoming fire for a little while. Not too bad. Fire moths aren't the most deadly things ever. I could move here, but honestly I kind of like the 7 evasion pips. I don't want to waste it if I don't have to. So let's see. Just just within range of a sensor lock on this one. Let's drop him down to 4 pips of evasion, and sensors impaired is always a nice debuff. Now, here's the thing about the AI in this game, they will always stand up, they will always stand up max if they can, first priority at that initiative. So, for example, even if they had other things moving at 8, they would always have moved that Fire Moth. You kind of have to factor that in if you're going to, well, it's the cost of doing business against the enemy AI here. Our Kit Fox is direct fire, which means we don't have anything that we can shoot, but let's get him moving up anyway, just to be in position for next turn. I might have gotten a little bit too out ahead of things, honestly. That Gen 2C is not really well protected. But it was worth it to get a scout, and I thought just maybe there might have only been the 2 Fire Moths. Turns out I was wrong, but it was worth a guess, I think. Let's go in on 7 and get the Whitworth moving up. Still no direct fire, but we should be able to get some good work done. Let's see. This guy's nearly dead, and is good accuracy besides his fire in there. If we can rip off that right torso, we should get a pilot injury again. Nope, no dice. Alright, well that is what it is. What else do we have moving at 7? That's just the Cicada, let's just brace. Unfortunately, we're basically down a mech at this point because the Cicada can't fight. If we get critted and I lose that mech and pilot, that would just suck. Alright, PPC shooting in after our Jenner. We're taking a lot of heat here, I don't like that at all. What we're probably going to do is we have to maintain evasion, so we'll run over past that other vehicle and see if we can load into him. May as well. I mean, the APCs won't have the thickest armor. It's still, I mean, that's... Jeez, that's the same armor as a heavy or lightly armored assault. So that's totally fair. But, why can't I get a shot in? There we go. That's not the worst facing ever. I'd like to be a little bit more rotated to keep that rear arc away from our enemies. But at least this is good accuracy, and we might be able to get something. No armor blow-throughs, not even a ton of armor damage, honestly. I mean, it's a Gen 2C, what do you expect, right? Fire Moth moving up. It's actually really good movement range. I didn't think that thing was that fast. Oh, son of a... No. Okay, so we need to move the Cicada. We need to have him facing rear armor, because that cannot happen. We got lucky, and I don't want to settle for getting lucky. Keeping our mechs alive. Okay, so we have the 2 options there. Do we have anything else moving at... So he might take a shot in, and those LRM-10s will be pretty deadly. The issue is... Sure, I might be able to get through that. Let's take a look. It's a risk. We are running a little bit lower on evasion by doing this, but I can also use a precision strike to slow him down to 7, and with the HEs we might just be able to bore through rear armor. Okay, that's a kill. Very nice. Very, very nice. And we still, I mean, we're not standing still, so we shouldn't draw all that much fire. It won't be ideal, but it won't be catastrophic either. Let's go up with the Gen 2C small pulse configuration. That's the 2C3. Precision strike and shoot through that armor. That's some revenge on the Fire Moth. Very nice. Nice indeed. We could go for building that mech. We will probably have enough salvage from this, but I'd rather not, to be honest. It's not really an improvement on anything. And at the moment, improvement is the name of the game. Let's get the Kit Fox forward. And that Gauss rifle online. Here we will just fire in the Gauss as well, just to show off that 20% DR. The reason it has a blinking light on it is because if we take this shot, it'll ignore it. So we're going to go Battlelord, and that increases our chance to hit as well as our damage. There we go. Beautiful shot. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Pilot bleeding out doesn't really matter in a case like that, but better to have it than not, I suppose. Whitworth. Now we can get some good stuff going here, and we could run. Actually, that might be worth it. See, we're right on the hairy edge of that secondary range bracket for the medium pulses, so if I move up, even though we get a debuff from sprinting, we're going to be able to make up for it with our accuracy. Oh, that's tempting, though. Look at that. Look at that for that. Okay. ERPPC's direct fire, I don't think they could shoot the Cicada even if they tried. So let's go after that Torohan with better accuracy. And now let's get you moving away as far as we can. Rear armor facing, out of necessity. That's a place you never want to be in. Okay. ERPPC is a miss. And we should be able to get out of this without too many more risky situations. ABC, if he's just going to sit there, I mean, if these guys are just going to sit there, our next turn should be pretty nice. I'd like to see if we can step on him a little bit. Let's get the Whitworth in. We do have the ability to do that, so let's get a kick going. Just additional guaranteed damage against this guy. He does have heavy enough armor that the melee does help. 60 damage, but most importantly, it's all in one hit location, which my missiles scatter, and that's not exactly conducive to killing things quickly. We could just take this shot, but I want to move a little bit to make sure that we don't risk hitting our own mech, well, as much, if I don't make this shot. So let's take a look. Ah, man. So close. Alright, well, let's get the other Jenner up, and if we get good accuracy here, that should be fine. Let's go ahead and rip this guy open. There it is. There's the kill. Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of concentrated firepower, but it really wasn't too bad. And now there's just one guy left. He's on the wrong end of my other Jenner 2C. So let's get moving. His right side is damaged. No, sorry, left side is damaged. So let's pop around to the left-hand side and switch directions here. What I do love about light mechs, they're so flipping maneuverable. And that structure exposed, that's a kill. Very nice. Alright, not salvageable for that vehicle anyway, but we did get some good salvage. Let's see what we can piece together. Alright, 296,832 C-bills, not too bad. Contract payment increase. We will make better use of that when we're not hunting for salvage as much, but for right now, salvage is the future of the company. Cicada did take a bit of a beating, but this should be a relatively quick repair because even though we took structural damage, we didn't lose any components, so that's really a good thing. And let's see, so we get to choose 2, we get 9. I don't have any Hunchback 2C parts is the issue, so that's going to not really be compatible with anything, but I don't want the fire moths because, again, they're crap. So, do I want your mediums? How many of these do I have? 6. So no, I don't want those either. We should switch them out, actually, on the Cicada. We have enough now. Clan SRM 6 would be pretty nice. Decent damage output. Oh, no, yeah, here, this is what we're doing. We're taking the Ultra AC-20, and then we're going to take one of the Hunchback 2C pieces. And, oh, okay, so we got 2, we got a Firemoth piece, who cares? And a couple of cores. These, when you get cores, by the way, they're basically just free money, usually. You don't need all that much of them. And Clan Pharaoh is always nice. Alright, well that's all we've got for you guys today. Thank you all for hanging around. We'll see you again real soon.